morning and welcome to Dunebrook's Tuesday at 10. I'm Dr. Tammy Button. I'm the Executive Director of Dunebrook, and I'm joined today with Lisa Scheller, our Director of Development, and we are going to be interviewing our very own Kendall Pennington. She is a social worker, and since March is Social Work Awareness Month, she has offered to talk with us about her career in social work. So we're very excited to have the opportunity to talk with her. For those of you that aren't familiar with Dunebrook, our mission, Every Child Safe, Healthy, and Happy, has been going strong for over 30 years. And our mission is accomplished through the prevention and intervention of child abuse. We have evidence-based programming here on the prevention side with Healthy Families Home Visiting. That is a process where pregnant moms or moms of new babies can have home visits to help them through being a new parent, help them through pregnancy, help them with all the things that go along with becoming a new parent. And that is something available for pregnant all the way through 5 years old. We have our body safety programs, which are programs in our schools, elementary age through high school, that brings awareness to body safety as far as the prevention of sexual abuse. And then we also have our Nurturing Parenting program, which is through our Parent and Family, which provides parenting classes that help to teach parents how to be more nurturing, how to be more empathetic. And then on our intervention side, we have our Child Advocacy Center, which provides forensic interviews for children and family that are involved in suspected cases of child abuse. The Child Advocacy Center provides the forensic interviewing and also provides support and advocacy for the child going through the process and after the process as well, and also for the family, because the child returns back to the family, and those are both important aspects of the healing process of this. So Dunebrook is alive and well in our community, and we have some great programs to help with our mission. So Lisa, would you like to tell us a little bit about development right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So good morning, and spring is in the air. We're excited. We are going to be kicking off April Child Abuse Prevention Month, PCAN, and you will start to see a lot of the blue pinwheels that are going to be around town. That is our symbol for child abuse awareness. So we want to make sure that people are just aware that, as Tammy had said, that our programs that help with prevention and intervention are happening here at Dunebrook, and we want to make sure that people are aware that we are here to educate people and help them, to provide the resources to them to intervene when something is happening. So on healthy choices, but as Tammy had mentioned, fundraising is a big part of Dunebrook. We are funded in 3 ways. We are funded through state funding as well as through grants and foundations, as well as our special events, which in the past has been the Dragon Boat races and a gala, but this year we are going to be having a Cocktails in the Garden. So April, with it being Child Abuse Awareness Month, you'll start to see that we're going to do some give backs with Al's Supermarket, South Bend Chocolate Cafe over at the Outlet Mall, as well as Al's register, go there, shop, and then it's a roundup register, cash register fundraiser. And then we are going to be selling t-shirts, and we will be having an online auction. We'll have sponsorship opportunities and more. So stay tuned for more information in regards to that. And then our Cocktails in the Garden is scheduled this year, our second one, on Thursday, September 15th from 5:30 to 8:30 over at the beautiful gardens here in Michigan City. Last year was our first event, and it was so nice for all the people to come out and enjoy that, and we're going to do a replicate of that, so we're excited. We also have in-kind giving, which organizations have gone out and done some shopping for our depot, which is our family depot. Families that are in the Healthy Family Program are able to earn points and go shopping in the depot. And last Friday we had a very nice in-kind donation for the Kindness Day, the
Random kindness.
Yes, yeah. From Michiana Insurance. They came and they donated some diapers and essentials and so on and so forth. So any amount that you feel that you want to donate to Dunebrook, you can text Tuesday 10 to 41444, or you can go to our website, which is www.dunebrook.org, and there's a donate button right on there. So any amount helps to keep our programs going forward.
Absolutely. Yes.
So that's what we got going here at Dunebrook. So if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us, and we'd be happy to help.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
Absolutely.
As I mentioned, we are joined today by Miss Kendall Pennington. We're going to be talking with her about social work in honor of Social Work Month in March. So thank you so much, Kendall.
Absolutely, yeah.
Glad to have you here today.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
All right, so why don't you just start by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so I am Kendall. I currently am a grad level master's social work student. I am 2 months away from graduating. It's been a long time coming.
All right.
So I currently go to IUN practicing social work. I got engaged in 2020, so I'm still in the process of planning a wedding. I have a cute little dog at home that I love, and I have been with Dunebrook for almost 4 years.
That's right. April, it'll be 4 years, won't it?
4 years.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. So can you tell us a little bit about why you chose social work as a career?
Yeah, I knew that I always wanted to help people. So when I was in high school and it was getting down to the wire of trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life, it kind of came between nursing and social work. But the more research I did and realized what I'd have to do in nursing, I knew I couldn't stomach it, so that kind of left me with social work. Yeah, definitely. So I've always been a super empathetic person. My fiance jokes that I'm a grief eater, so almost like, like I just kind of absorb what other people are feeling, and I like to help and talk through everything. So it just kind of led me to social work. It's super helpful. There are a lot of opportunities in social work and a lot of different ways to help a lot of different people.
So you already had a bachelor's, so what made you decide to get your master's?
I wanted to do more with social work. So my end goal is to have my own private practice to where I can do therapy. My hope is to run a private practice with other social workers or therapists and provide services on a sliding scale so that there are more services available to those who may not be able to afford other practices or who don't have access to insurance. And you can't really do private practice therapy without a master's degree and then a license. So that's what drove me to get the master's degree.
And what about working at Dunebrook?
Oh, Dunebrook it's just an incredible organization. It feels like home. I chose Dunebrook shortly after graduating with my bachelor's because during my interview, everyone just seemed so open-minded to encouraging me to get further education, and they were super supportive of the family aspect, and I knew one day I wanted to have my own family. It's a super supportive environment, and I love kids, so being able to work in a position where I get to spend all day playing with babies and kids is just super cool.
So talk a little bit about what that's like to be a home visitor and then be a home visitor and a master's student.
Okay. Yeah, so the balance with while in school with my master's degree, it's a little bit trickier. But home visiting in general I think it's super fun. As you said, I started in April 4 years ago, so I was working for about 2 years in the home with families. So I get to do activities with moms and babies. I get to play games. I get to share the developmental milestones that we should be looking for. I get to participate in the growth and development of the baby. Moms like to text pictures to me and share the birthday milestones and all of those things. And it's just a really special position. And then it kind of changed a little bit with COVID. So now we kind of navigate home visiting virtually, which is also super fun. It's a different aspect of home visiting, but it's still cool to have those relationships with families in a new way. It also helps with flexibility skills as a social worker.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been tricky, but it's been a lot of fun, and the team in general is just super supportive of one another. So it's been a good experience. Balance-wise, my supervisor and our program director, Gabby, they both are super supportive of my goal to finish my degree. So it's just a lot of balance and communication, but it's going well. And I'm almost done, so.
That's incredible. And do the moms know that you're going for this master's as well, that you are home visiting with?
They do, yeah. I'm pretty open with my families as
Mm-hmm.
far. I kind of have to be just because of scheduling. My schedule's a little bit different than what it used to be, just because I do have classes and things like that. So most of them know. Most of them are super supportive. A lot of them are excited for me to graduate, just like I'm
Yeah,
excited.
I'll
You know, it's hard to be in the home with families for such a long time. Like we can work with families for up to 5 years, which that's a big chunk of time.
Yeah.
I have some families that I've been working with since the day I started.
Oh, wow.
And that's just really cool. So it's hard to work with families for that long and not share certain pieces
Mm-hmm.
of my own personal life. So school is one of those things that I have shared with them.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And for you, what do you see as maybe the top three benefits of home visiting, like healthy families?
Oh man, there's so many good things. I think just the connection I get to make with people, and not just the adults, it's the families in general. So my purpose or my focus might be one child in the home, but in a family with multiple children, I get to make those different connections with everyone. Because our focus is development and family relationship and bonding and attachment, that you have to have that connection. So I get to see a lot of different aspects of each family, and families are so unique. And I think just celebrating the uniqueness of everyone is super, super fun. I love the achievements and the satisfaction that kids get when they get to do something for the first time. So like I've been in visits before where I get to see the baby's first step, and that is just
Oh my
incredible.
gosh, yes.
And on days where I'm not
Oh.
there for things like that, moms usually text me and say like, "Oh my gosh, look at
Wow.
what just happened." So just getting to be a part of that is super, super cool. And then, I mean, honestly, Dunebrook is my other benefit. Just the organization as a whole is another one of my favorite things about what I do. Just the support, the programming, the connections, the coworkers. Like, it's just really, really cool.
That's great. So what would you say to any mom who's kind of on the fence about wanting to have a home visit or wanting to sign up for a program? What would you say?
I'd say at least meet with us, because I think there is a lot more to it than what we're able to just advertise or talk about in a short time like this.
Yeah.
Our program is strength based, so we really, really want to make your environment the happiest and healthiest we can for you and your baby. So if it's something that you're on the fence about, give us a call and just let us explain what the program's like and take a look at it. And I think one of the benefits to Healthy Families is it is voluntary. So you can start the program and decide like, oh, maybe this isn't for me, and that's perfectly fine. Or maybe you'll learn that it's a really, really cool thing and you have guaranteed support for 5 years.
Okay. And then what would you say to anybody who's considering a bachelor's, first of all, in social work, or a master's?
I would say go for it. If you're somebody that likes to listen and help other people and make connections and relationships with people, then social work's probably for you.
All right. Well, thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Welcome.
Anything else you'd like to tell us about yourself, about social work, about healthy families?
I don't think so. I can't think of anything.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. This has
Sure.
really been wonderful to just listen to your journey, and thank you for sharing all of that. And we will celebrate with you in a couple months when you get that MSW.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yay! All right. Thank you so much, Kendall, for joining us today in honor of Social Work Awareness Month. And I'm joined again by Lisa, our Director of Development. And Lisa also has a degree in social work. So this is such a versatile degree. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got into being a Director of Development?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's been many years that I graduated from, it was Mankato State at the time, back in Minnesota. And I too, as Kendall had mentioned, like, I wanted to be a teacher, but then, it wasn't just really, didn't go down that path. And so I got my major in social work, and as soon as I finished college, I went and I worked for the Boys and Girls Club, and that was a nonprofit organization. It's a national movement back in Minnesota, and I worked there for 15 years and absolutely loved my job there.
Wow.
I started as a program director for one of our clubs, and then a development position, volunteer coordinator, opened up, and I thought, why not? I had been there for a while. Maybe this is something else that I'd like to learn how to do. And I always looked at it like, they're paying me to learn something, so I had no idea
Yes.
if fundraising was going to be something I would be enjoying. And I did. I really enjoyed it. And then I moved here to Valparaiso 20-some years ago, and I worked for the Boys and Girls Club of Porter County as their development director. They were starting a new program. It was a grassroots program, and worked there for a couple of years. And then I got out of the nonprofit, but I've always been helping nonprofits raise money, do different things, because I truly believe that these nonprofit organizations are out there to provide services for people in the community, and it's all about helping. And just like Kendall said, that's my whole background is empathy. Since what can I do to help? What can I do to make your life better? So, and then I had owned my own business for a period of time, and then I went to work for a child care center as a director. That was for profit, and I was like, nope, this is not my thing. I just couldn't work for an or a company that was not really about the people, and it was more about the bottom line. And then I worked for a nonprofit organization here in LaPorte called Junior Achievement. I was the director of Junior Achievement, providing financial literacy to children kindergarten through seniors in high school, and did that for 7 years, raised money and coordinated all the volunteers, so it was kind of right up my alley. And then 2.5 years ago, when Dunebrook was looking for a development director to help with their development department, then just an opportunity opened up to be a part of this. And so with the social work background, as Kendall said, there are many opportunities out there that could use a social worker in any kind of field. So that is how my story goes. And so here I am at Dunebrook, and another great organization helping raise dollars to make sure that the programs are happening, and had the privilege to go out and speak to many groups about the programs, and it's just amazing the support that we get, and about people telling us what great work we're doing, because it's just really a need. And when you see that need and you can help be a part of that solution, it's just a really good feeling. So
Absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing that.
yeah,
And
absolutely.
that's just fantastic that with a social work degree you get out of college and you can hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Start making a difference immediately.
Yeah, so that it is, and it really is a great line of work to be in. So
All right. Well, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
sure.
And thank you for joining us today on Tuesday at 10. We hope to see you next week. Thank you.